Out there, MP.
MP, you're about to go off.
Looking good, my guy. So, last time you got your oil change? Man, I never really, I don't know, 3,000 miles past due.
The home debut for this team and the home debut for the rookie MP. He'll have his chance to make a lasting first impression here in just a moment as this stadium gets ready to rock.
I'm just saying, I make this in 2 days. It is evident I do better when I feel like the world against me and think I should never win. Can't stop me pocket profit every morning. He had to get it out the mud and rise up out the sentiment. Catch me early like Sunday school. Sunday school. Pastor play with the fool. Yeah, I just keep it cool.
And it's our favorite day of the year at 2K Sports. At long last, it's time to roll the ball out there and get the new season of NBA basketball underway. With Hall of Famer Grant Hill and Brent Barry, this is Brian Anderson. We'll be hearing from Allie LaForce from the sideline. And now a chance to see what's coming up for the Philadelphia 76ers. On Friday, they kick off a road trip in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors. And then on Sunday, they'll go up against the Pacers in Indiana.
And for that game against the Pistons, that will be their 4th outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
And the Milwaukee starting 5. Lillard and Trent Jr. are the guards. Inside, we have Giannis and Lopez. And it's Kuzma in at the small forward position. And for Philadelphia, we've got George, Maxey out there with Joel Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2. And Grant, a look here at MP, this year's first-round draft pick. He grew up outside of Chicago, and what a moment for him to enjoy his first NBA minutes.
And you talked to MP about his time growing up, and he shared that he studied Jordan and the Bulls. It's a
these two teams in this new NBA season.
And we've been waiting all summer, BA, to kick this thing off. So much excitement, so much hope, so much possibility. I'm sure both of these teams are going to come out with a lot of jitters and nervous energy, but we're going to settle in, and we're going to see the highest level of play right in front of us. It's time for the NBA to get it started.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Nick Nurse. We briefly discussed what he wanted his team to do against Damian Lillard, and he said to not let him get going from deep. Once his 3-ball is falling, everything else becomes easier for him, so we have to talk out there on the perimeter. So expect to see a lot of defensive activity near the 3-point line tonight. Guys?
Okay, thanks, Allie. Here's Lillard. Philadelphia grabs the miss.
D giving him that shot, and that's probably not a good idea, but I guess they knew what they were doing that time.
He gets it in there. MP's got his second basket of the night.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Pass to Trent. And out of the Antetokounmpo with the basket on the assist from Trent. Antetokounmpo's got 6.
Yeah, Giannis has great confidence, and he's playing with it here.
Despite Joel Embiid missing more than half of their games, Grant, the Sixers still won 47 games last season.
Yeah, B.A., and lots of credit goes to Tyrese Maxey, averaging over 26 points a game. Philadelphia also had some good depth, and that really helped.
Trent outside. Antetokounmpo outside to the paint. And there's a 3-second violation. Oubre, he's checked in for Embiid. Portis, he's checked in for the Bucks. The Sixers lead by 7. MP outside. There's the triple. Lillard pulls down the board. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Milwaukee Bucks. Count it. His 3rd and 5 attempts.
Well, that basket must be widening out right now, and he's making almost every shot he's putting up this quarter.
Maxey passes to MP. The 3. Rebounded by Lopez. The Bucks trail by 5. Lillard looking around. There's 45 seconds left in the first. Here's Portis. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And he lobs it up top. Throw it down on the lob.
Teammates always looking for Oubre on the backside there, enough for him to get up and throw it down.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. And here's Trent. No points yet. Pass to Portis. Here's the 3. And he can't get that one. Philadelphia leading by 7. Here's MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Come on, man. So aggressive. MP, that trait will take you a long way in this game.
Lillard outside, launches it, nails it from 3. Lillard's got 10 points in the game.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. Great shot selection right now, keeping the game simple and getting high percentage looks. Back to the game after this break. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Philadelphia.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
They've done a great job tonight of getting out in transition, so that focus on fast break adds to your total in a hurry.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Then there's Kevin Porter, then it's Green, and it's Rollins in at the point. Gordon, he's checked in for Philadelphia. And that one misses. Well, Brent, although he hasn't won an MVP since 2020, Giannis has been a finalist every season.
Well, B.A., I just wonder if the voter fatigue is something that Giannis is tired of. Forget the voters. Maybe he just wants to focus on getting back to that level, obviously, in the past couple seasons. You could say that he might have deserved one more, but this is one of the best two-way players in the league, and he's not going anywhere.
And to the sidelines we go. Let's catch you up on the story about MP.
Hey, Brian. Well, a lot of anticipation for the rookie MP as he makes his NBA debut tonight. I caught up with him before the game and asked if he had any reflections on his journey here, and he said, I had to grow a lot as a player, not just in skills, but in my approach to the game. He told me that it's been a long journey to get here, but that it's just the first step in the best chapter yet.
Well, Allie, I know a lot of people are excited about MP's potential. Gordon on the wing. MP outside. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. The Bucks trail by 7. Here's Rollins. Still without a bucket. Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Inside. It's tipped.
Well, that's successful physicality on Oubre's part. Not afraid to get right up in the shooter's business.
Pass to MP. And here's Oubre. MP looking around. Clock at 6. From the arc. Oh, MP showing the big range.
He has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's Rollins. And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
Only a few big guys in this league that can score at will. Giannis is one of them.
Pass to MP. All right, for those just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second. Bucks trail by 8. Well, there was a moment after Milwaukee swung the Lillard trade where they were viewed as favorites to win it all, Brent.
That moment did not last long, BA. I mean, that was talk right before training camp because that Lillard trade happened so late in the offseason. These guys just never defensively got themselves back on the same page that they were at the championship level. And until that gets maintained, they could be in the middle of the pack.
Here's Portis. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Left side, Oubre. Back to MP. There's a screen. Launches a 3. Rebounded by the Bucks. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year.
For a team with their talent, it's a bit surprising how poorly they played in this matchup last year.
Count it. Rollins has gotten his first bucket of the night.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And timeout is called by Nick Nurse. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy here. Group getting ready for the Bucks. Brook Lopez is checked in for Antetokounmpo. Kuzma comes in for Green. Trent, he's checked in for Porter Jr. And Lillard subbed in for Rollins. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the second quarter. Well, Grant, with all the parity and competition in the league today, there's still those teams piling up losses.
Yeah, BA. With teams like the Thunder excelling, it's almost like youth is no longer an excuse. But some rebuilds take longer than others.
These are his first free throws of the game.
MP taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him.
You know, it's no secret that MP is a confident guy. But what I really like is that most of the time he lets his play do the talking for him.
Second free throw, no good. Well, this was a big summer for the 76ers, Grant, trying to capitalize on their championship window with superstar Joel Embiid.
You're spot on, B.A. Acquiring the talent that might allow him to save himself for the home stretch. Of course, last year's playoffs, he battled heroically, but ideally, they'd like him much closer to 100% come the postseason.
From deep. Nice shot there, making him 8 for 13.
Flat out taking the game over, and there's no way he's going to give it up.
Pass to Lopez. Now here's Trent. Kuzma for three. And Grimes pulls it down.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
MP outside. Beyond the arc. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Lillard passes to Portis. Kuzma outside. Sinks the tray. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
And Kuzma spacing the floor nicely, patiently waiting and knocking down the three.
That shot off. Oh, great D that time from Portis. For three, here's Lillard. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. MP getting it done for the Philadelphia 76ers. 11 points in the quarter. He's on fire. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Welcome in for halftime. And what's on tap, you ask? I can answer that. So far, it's been a nice outing for the Philadelphia 76ers.
Their bench has impressed. You get a jolt of energy, all that offense. This is a well-rounded roster.
Yeah, team chemistry, a big point of emphasis for this organization. And guys, let's take a moment to recognize the top performer for each squad thus far.
MP continues to show a lot of maturity. He's composed and mentally tough. Obviously has the physical attributes. Kid storming through this league like a hurricane.
And guys, you get the feeling that there's still more to see from MP. Thanks for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
Yeah, you would hope the defense at least would start to consider creeping up on him just a little bit.
He's checked in for the Sixers. Bucks trail by 8. Joel Embiid is out there with MP. Then it's Maxey, and it's Grimes in a 2-guard. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Back to Antetokounmpo. Giannis Giannis with the jam.
I love it when Giannis is in attack mode like that and gets to the rim so quick.
And you know, Damian Lillard, a lot of his points come from the line break.
Well, he does a great job of getting himself there. I think defenders are so in tune with Lillard's ability to drill you from the three-point line. He gets around the initial guy and then into the teeth of the defense where he's very strong at attacking the rim.
Well, Grant, there are few players in the league who can attack a defense from the logo, but Lillard is one of them.
Yeah, and he makes it look so easy. You have to pick him up at the half-court line, and it's been that way for about a decade.
The Bucks making a switch here. Porter Jr.'s checked in.
It's not luck that he's so steady at the line. It's through repetition and hard work.
And here's MP from outside. Rebounded by Lopez. Bucks trail by 6. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. And he lobs it up. Oh, Giannis picking it out of the sky.
That's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
MP outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Now the Bucks with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Porter. Pass to Lillard. Here's Trent. Lopez in the post. Off target with a jump hook. The Sixers lead by 4. Here's MP. Rebounded by the Bucks. Trent's got 4 rebounds now. Trent with a screen on Maxey. For 3, here's Lillard. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. MP, the flush.
More points for MP, and you just think about the possibilities of this young player moving forward. He is something.
Now here's Lillard. 12 points for him. Trent finds Lillard. Lopez, a screen on Maxey. And Lillard puts up a deep 3. And another miss by Milwaukee.
Now, one player sometimes can drag down your offense, and he seems to be an anchor here in this quarter. He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And they're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Tonight he's gone 3 of 6 from the foul line. And that one falls for Antetokounmpo. And Lowry puts up a deep 3. Can't get it to drop. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Philadelphia on top. They lead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, anytime a guy's in the post and the teammates know he's unselfish, great player movement can create an opportunity just like that.
3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the fourth. On the floor for Milwaukee starting the fourth quarter. Giannis plays the 4 with Portis in at center. Then it's Green, then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Rollins in at the point.
You know, you see how comfortable MP is operating pick and rolls. Just great decision-making from him.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Oh, MP with a block. Walker against Porter. MP outside. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Green with the ball. Oubre picks him up. Pass to Rollins. MP against Antetokounmpo. Portis with a screen on MP. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. A deep 3 from MP. Giannis with the rebound.
He was terrific shooting the ball in the first half, but he looks a little bit slower out there, possibly leg tired here in the second half.
Yeah, dominant drive there by Embiid, crashing inside and throwing it down with authority.
Porter against Walker. Porter pass to Antetokounmpo. Good D by MP. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed.
They have no answer defensively inside.
And a timeout called here by Doc Rivers. Coach clearly has something he wants to say to his team right now. Teams deciding to change it up. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, during that last break, I heard Doc Rivers as he talked with the team. And a big reason they're...
So this one belongs to the 76ers. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, so true. They put on a show here at home. And I really think they had that extra swagger and confidence, too.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. So alongside Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, Brent Barry, and our entire 2K crew, I'm Brian Anderson saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
That's what I'm talking about.
First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
You know, I haven't had a chance to look at my phone yet.
Well, when you do, there'll be texts from every person you've ever met and a few people you haven't. Most notably, there will be press looking for quotes.
They can hit me up on text, too?
They do. And you want to handle this like you would any regular press conference. You want no comment? No comment. You want to answer? Go ahead and answer. But just remember, everything you say is on the record and has an impact. Most importantly, on your team chemistry and your public perception. Okay?
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high when a game has just ended, okay? All I'm asking is that you take a moment to think before you respond. Words can get twisted easily in the league, and what might seem like a harmless bit of bragging could be taken as a slight. A teammate, by an opponent, a coach, you name it.
I'm under a microscope now.
That's right. All part of the business.
Understood.
Great. If you have any other concerns, press or PR related, you know where to find me.
Congrats to MP on his first 20-point game. I remember the first time I scored 20 in college. An amazing feeling.
right. You got your feet wet. Now the real work starts.
Whatever it takes, Coach. You know I'm game.
Look, everyone thinks what happens out there is what creates an NBA legend, but they're wrong. 90% of the work happens here, behind the scenes, at practice, in the gym, at film sessions, and in the locker room.
I agree. The games are where you prove that you've been putting in the work. No shortcuts.
Yeah, correct. Over here is the entrance to our practice facility, and over there is the gym.
Everything all in one place. That's great.
Yep. We made everything as convenient as possible, so there is no excuse to not put the work in. Now, come here. Right here, we've got everything related to your schedule, including those key games we talked about based on your personal goals.
Coach, that was great. That was really helpful.
Which reminds me, we've talked a lot about maximizing your playing career, which is critical. But you need to remember, you become the best version of you so we can become the best version of us.
Coach, you have to put that on a t-shirt.
I am serious, MP.
I'm serious too. You become
This is a team game. Everything you do both on and off the court affects our ability to win games. Okay, team chemistry is vitally important to our success, and if you do things that negatively affect that, you hurt the team. A press conference answer that rubs someone the wrong way might mean they look you off when you're open, and now we're taking a contested shot instead of an open one. It's all connected, and it all matters. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Good. Now rest up, rehydrate, and follow the trainer's plan to a T. Proper recovery is just as important as proper training. And you get back to work tomorrow.
Way to bring home that W.
Hey, what's up with you, man? Good to see you.
Oh, that's all I am. Oh, killer.
What's that?
Right.
What do you mean?
You better stretch out after using me like this.
Oh, man, you know, I'm just trying to get some balance. It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah, balance? All right, let me see it out there, because yesterday... let's see it.
Hey, Coach.
Mama, there goes that man.
absence that I won't even mention here, but it is exciting.
Be sure not to leak any info on the socials, understood? Enjoy those trips, huh? Report back soon.
MP, you're my favorite player, man. Always deliver.
And a little glimpse, a little feel of basketball fever. These fans are feeling it in anticipation of this big game. It's the NBA on 2K. How important, Greg, is it to a team's confidence to start the season strong?
Kevin, I think it means more if you're young.
Changing it up here.
Stop something. Set the tone.
.125 left to play here in the first. Hearing scouts talk about MP before the draft, the one concern they had was his hesitation to take over games himself.
And I think that's just how he is wired, right? He's always been a team-first player, even if that means sacrificing his own shot a bit too often.
So on the floor for Philadelphia, you've got Joel Embiid, MP out there with Oubre. Then it's Butler, and it's McCain in at the 2. Here's Quickly, 6 points for him. With the teardrop, count that one. Quickly's got 8.
This has always been a part of Emmanuel Quickly's arsenal. That floater is on point.
And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
Pass to Abaji. Here's Barrett. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Walter can't get it to go. We've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. MP finds Lowry. And the first shot of the night for him, missing. Raptors trail by 13. Here's Abaji, covered by Oubre. Pass to Boucher. Boucher with a screen on Oubre. Abaji, and it's off from three-point range. Up in time. That shot off the mark. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. 76ers on top. They lead by 13. We'll be back shortly, live from Toronto. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the 76ers?
They're controlling the pace of this game, pushing the ball up court and getting good looks in early offense.
Yeah, and I also love the intensity they've shown on the glass early on. Keeping plays alive, creating second chance shots, that's nice.
In at the forward spots, we'll see Barrett and Barnes. Then there's Chris Boucher. Then it's Walter. And it's Shed in at the 1. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And the 76ers making a change here. Walker's checked in.
Coming on the floor for the 76ers, number 16. Lonnie Walker IV.
Get the perimeter. On defense, the 76ers to the wing on the left. Pass to Boucher. Barnes outside, 5 to shoot. And there's the drive.
Well, what a big-time athlete. Scotty Barnes sprinting to the cup with effectiveness.
And here's MP. He'll bring it up for Philadelphia. They lead by 11. They put up a nice win against the Bucks the last time out.
Yeah, torrid shooting in that one. Some of it was good play calling. Some of it was just making tough shots.
Well, give credit to a couple of their guys for their complete locked-in nature. They were just focused, and they made everything they looked at.
Nobody near Barnes. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, even with an MVP and Joel Embiid, the Sixers can't be a one-man show. Embiid says, I watch a lot of games and I see what's working. Good basketball means cutting, moving, guys getting off the ball, and it's moving and not sticking. But you need the right guys to execute that system. And I think we've got the right guys. Kevin?
I know you and I agree they do, David. Thank you very much. The 3 from MP. Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 16. And the defense of this Raptors team, Greg, they are built to switch.
And it's no accident with their roster construction. They like having wings that can guard all 5 positions. Makes defending a much easier prospect.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Here's the 2K leaderboard with last season's best free throw shooting teams. The 76ers in second.
Collectively, I mean, they had an amazing year at the free throw line. Sometimes free throw shooting can be contagious. And it seemed like everyone on their team had the hot hand.
MP with it. Now guarded by Vert. And MP throws it down.
Yeah, sometimes your teammate gets you open with a screen. MP able to capitalize.
It's Barrett on the wing. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. The 76ers leading by 16. MP kicks to Yabusele. Offline with his 3. In Toronto, they've gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Walter.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
The 3 from MP. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
I'll tell you, the team is simply riding the hot hand. This guy has been lights out.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. And it's Ingram missing.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And MP throws it down.
Love the energy that MP plays with. His young legs let him get to the open floor and finish it.
If you want a t-shirt, I need to hear you at your very loudest. Who wants one?
Some changes for Toronto. Scotty Barnes, he's checked in for Chris Boucher. Dick comes in for Barrett. And quickly in for Walter. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Ingram against George. Another shot, and Ingram lays it in. Ingram's got 10 points.
Boy, he's been cooking, but the teammates, he's just not getting a lot of support from them.
Yabusele passes to MP. George sets a screen for MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Quickly finds Barnes. From the arc. Cans it from downtown. Barnes has got 7 points here in this quarter.
This is a huge part of Scotty Barnes' development. Can he knock down the long ball?
The three from MP. Another three for Philadelphia.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Quickly the pass to Pirtle. 23 seconds left in the second quarter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Ingram. From down in the low post. It goes. 12 points for him.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
He made the only free throw attempt he had earlier in the game.
At the line for the 76ers, MP, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good. The Raptors making a switch here. And he can't hit the second. For three, Ingram. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Philadelphia with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We've got more in store for you right after this.
Thanks for tuning in. Did you miss us? Before we discuss the game at hand, let's first check out the upcoming schedule. Before we get into that, I want to know, back when you guys played, what was your favorite city to play in?
Well, Shaq played for every team in the league, so I'd like to ask him first, Ernest.
Well, everybody wanted me, Kenny. Don't be jealous. I say L.A. is way up there. You know, because you're always home. Especially during the 3P days. It was very, very hot there.
Yeah, you kind of set yourself up for that one, Jeff.
I know.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Philadelphia 76ers.
When you could dominate on the boards like that, this is how it's going to be. Physicality and determination are a winning recipe, Ernie.
Yeah, the rebound margin really does tell the story here. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Hart.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at MP in this one, he's been everywhere.
And if he can keep shooting from deep like he did in the first half, he's going to be more than a handful.
What I love is they've continued to feed this guy.
Barrett's checked in for Toronto. The 76ers also with a sub. MV's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the league giving a bit more leeway, GA, to defenders. As a hard-nosed defender yourself, I'm sure you like that change.
Oh, I do. I mean, we all love the intensity of playoff basketball. So why not bring a certain level of physicality to the regular season?
And so in the game for the 76ers, we've got Maxey. Yabusele out there with MP. And there's Embiid. And it's Grimes in at the 2 spot. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Joel Embiid talks about leading his team. He said, I've been guarded so many different ways, I feel like I've seen everything, and I know how to attack everything. For me, it's all about how do I bring everyone along with me. You can't win alone. It's just about playing together and involving everybody. Kevin?
And you've got to involve everybody. All right, dear, thanks.
And this is what Ingram can do for you. Make a variety of shots over the course of a game. Tonight, he has been unstoppable.
Doris, what this team likes about Jakob Poeltl, the combination of 7-foot size and great skill.
You know what, Kevin? To me, this young man has a nuanced understanding of the game. He sees the floor, so that means at his size, he can make on-time and on-target passes. He's a very capable rebounder and defender. There's just a lot to like about his game.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And so it's Maxey with it. He brings it up for the 76ers. Three-pointer, and it's MP with the 3. MP's got 25 points.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Pass to Ingram. Over MP. No good off the front iron.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Yabusele passes to MP. Some nice ball movement here by the 76ers. From outside the arc, Toronto grabs the miss. Poeltl's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Quickly with a wide open look. That's good, and it's Ingram with the assist. Quickly's got 11 points.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Embiid sets the pick for MP. Drains the three-pointer. And the 76ers lead by 19.
Yeah, in the first half, he was unstoppable from deep. Now, 2 more since the break.
And it's Ingram missing.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
And so it's Philadelphia with a 19-point advantage heading into the next quarter. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. Back to the action in just a minute. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Well, we have some elite passing big men in the NBA, and you love that skill. Wow.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. They've got Barrett. Walter out there with Chris Boucher. And it's Shed in at the point guard position. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Barrett for 3. Connects from three-point range.
Barrett has got to become more consistent, but if he adds consistent three-point shooting, turn the lights out.
MP outside. From downtown, Boucher with the rebound. Raptors trail by 16. Pass to Shed. Back to Barrett. Boucher the screen. Barrett no good.
I'll tell you, this guy is doing absolutely everything he can to get himself going, but the team is struggling because he's struggling.
And he's good on the 3 ball.
Look at how confident Kelly Oubre is in the catch and shoot. You know why? Because he worked at it.
Pass to Boucher. Here's Shed. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. And Nick Nurse, Greg, the 26th head coach in 76ers franchise history.
And Kevin, known for his creativity and that outside-the-box thinking. I think it's a good fit with this forward-thinking front office.
The first one falls. Quentin Grimes is checked in for the 76ers. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
And you know, guys, with Embiid on the floor, it's not just about his individual play. He changes everything for everyone on that team. That's how dominant he is. It's not just statistics. His presence alone propels them.
Embiid against Barrett. Pass to Abaji. Now Boucher, just 5 to shoot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Shot clock at 5. Barrett for 3. And again, no good by Toronto. Here's Tarlock. Buries it down low. MP's got 30.
By the time this young man is done, MP could be one of the great scorers we've ever seen.
And Darko. Rajakovic calls timeout. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Barnes. Ingram outside. Back to Barnes. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
MP against Pirtle. The drive by MP. Pass to Grimes. George sets a screen for MP. 6 to shoot. And the dunk by MP.
This young kid's got some ups. MP throwing it down.
Quickly the pass to Barnes. Pirtle against Embiid. To the inside. Here's Dick. MP grabs the miss. MP's got 4 rebounds in this game. Maxey kicks to MP. Nailed from three-point land. MP's got 13 points in the second half. Toronto's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Philadelphia.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so with this, they'll end up with their second win on the year.
And they'll take the win tonight, setting the tone in the first matchup of this 4-game season series.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for MP.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Now, here's Quickly. Defense is right there. On the wing, Barnes. Out to Ingram. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by the 76ers. MP inside. Barnes on him. A nice shot by MP.
Spirited performance. You love to get this kind of win, especially on the road.
You've got to be able to block out all distractions in enemy territory. This team did a tremendous job staying focused on the task at hand.
Hits it from three-point range.
Quickly has incredible confidence and dangerously deep range, folks.
MP passes to Drummond. Edwards dishes to MP. Drummond with a screen on Barnes. And that one's good. MP.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
So it's the 76ers winning this one easy.
That one.
I've talked to people with knowledge of the situation, and they say that MP will be inserted into the starting lineup over the next few games. One front office executive from around the league said there is some doubt about MP's readiness to be in the starting lineup, but around the team, the front office, the coaching staff, they are optimistic and they believe that every milestone has been attained by MP, and he will only be better with an expanded role.
Yo, MP went for 40 tonight, man. Congratulations, my brother. Great game.
Hottest team in the land coming through.
D about to tear the roof off. Trying to figure out when we're going to schedule a time when all of us can get
Looking good, my guy.
to peek into the locker room. Players soaking in the last few moments before the game. Some final preparations here. Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up with Grant Hill and Clark. Grant, looking at these two teams, my attention is drawn to the front court matchup.
Oh, yeah, this should be a battle on the baseline.
Timeout here. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
On the road, they got owned defensively. They just couldn't match the activity level of their opponent.
And you know what, guys? It just seemed like they never really had the kind of energy necessary. They just weren't comfortable on the defensive end.
Something that the organization loves about MP, Grant. He's always letting his game do the talking.
Yeah, he'll respond with a quip here or there, but for the most part, MP lets his actions do the work, not his mouth. He's very mature and as focused of a rookie that you'll find.
Here's Maxey. 20 points for him last game against the Raptors in Toronto. Taking a look at the 76ers. They've got Tyrese Maxey. George out there with Joel Embiid. And it's the general in at the 4. And there's the lob. Embiid misses.
Looking for the spectacular and coming up empty.
And you know, guys, always a tough catch on the lob. Placement and timing have to be close to perfect.
Clark, how about the run the Indiana Pacers had in the inaugural NBA Cup?
Boy, that was pretty impressive, wasn't it, BA, making it all the way to the finals. It certainly was a statement to the rest of the league that the Pacers are on the come. Now you got to keep an eye on them because they've got a nice core that's just moving into the prime of their careers.
Nembhard outside. Pass to Turner. To the middle. It's stolen by Maxey. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. Here's Embiid. Ooh, can't tie it up as that one's no good.
Ooh, old school right there. No easy buckets.
Here's Halliburton. Shoots over Maxey. Halliburton, no good.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's the general. He's covered by Siakam, the general. And they're unable to get the tying bucket there. They swipe it. Pass to George. A pull-up jumper. Count the basket. George has got 7 points in the game. We've got 1:48 left in the first quarter here. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Sixers' two stars make a great pairing. Maxey said of Embiid, since I was a rookie, he's had the ultimate faith and believed in me. And Embiid said of Maxey, he's something else. Always smiling with the same energy. Good games, bad games, always the same. People like that set the tone for everybody else. Brian?
That's a good call, Allie. Thank you. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. They put up a nice win against Toronto last time out.
They were so consistent from the three-point range in that one. And that's a nice weapon to have as a visiting team.
You know, the defense had no answer for him. To do that kind of damage on the road, impressive.
Down low. Here's Turner. That one is off. Excellent D there from Embiid. And the ball out of play. The Pacers will have it. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Toppin, he's checked in for Turner. Neesmith comes in for Mathurin. Shepard, he's checked in for Nembhard. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Halliburton. "50 seconds left to play in the first. McConnell outside. Pass to Siakam. Over Drummond. That's good from Siakam on the assist by Shepard.
Using focus and balance to convert jumpers. Wow. Siakam has really improved his shooting.
He takes it in. And the general gets it to go. The general's gotten his second bucket.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
It's Siakam with the drive. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard.
And so far, they've had the advantage on the boards.
Yeah, nothing major, not a huge advantage, but certainly a good sign for them going forward.
With 2 hands on the rock, he powers it through.
Totally in control, protecting the ball the whole way.
And he should be. I mean, remove all doubt. Get it down hard and simple.
There's 6 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Puts up a deep three. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. Sixers ahead. They're up by 2. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. All right, guys, what's your take on the Sixers so far?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
Taking a look at Philadelphia. They've got Joel Embiid, Kelly Oubre out there with Eric Gordon, and it's the general and at the power forward position.
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
Heads up action there. Reading the play and then beating him to the spot. Well done.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Lowry's checked in. Here's the general. That's good. For the day, he's 4 for 6.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And Clark, this last summer, former Sixer Doug Collins inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Yeah, well-deserved honor for Doug. I mean, he's Philly's former #1 overall pick back in 1973, and he played almost a decade there for the Sixers. Also coached the Sixers, among many other teams that he had a chance to coach in the NBA, but clearly an NBA lifer and one of the best guys that's part of the NBA fraternity.
Edwards, he's checked in for Lowry. Well, Clark, as we know, player comparison is a popular exercise among fans and analysts alike.
Yeah, I've never really ascribed to that, but in this day and age, I think it's even more unfair to do so because the game has changed tremendously. I mean, three-point attempts and scoring averages are way north, in large part because of the pace of play. So the game has changed, and that means when you're comparing players, it's a little harder to do in a fair manner.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. McConnell, right side. 6 on the shot clock. Jackson, the screen from outside the arc. McConnell's shot is off. Philadelphia leading by 5. Here's the general. And that one falls. His 5th basket in 7 tries.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
Sometimes you just got to man up and take a tough foul in order to stop these free runs to the rim.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
Top it with a steal. There's Neesmith with the 3. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell. Neesmith's got his first 3 points of the game. And so it's Nick Nurse calling timeout here. He's going to talk it over with his guys.
Here comes your Fraser Dance.
Changes for Indiana. Turner, he's checked in for Jackson, and it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Here's the general, guarded by Toppin. The general, no good. Pacers trail by 4. On the wing, Nembhard. 11 points for him last game against New York. Toppin goes in. Pass to Turner. Back to Toppin. Just 4 to shoot. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here already in the game. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Brian, Miles Turner, the 11th pick by the Pacers in 2015 for much of his career with the team. He's endured the trade rumors. He said, I've still got PTSD from that, but I wanted to be here in Indy. Then last season, a renegotiation of his contract, giving him an extension and a raise. Brian, he is locked in as their starting center.
Yeah, it would appear so, Allie. Thank you. Here's Nembhard. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. The Sixers lead by 4. And you think about the value Andrew Nembhard provides. Clark, he really excels at running the offense.
He's the quintessential point guard, B.A. Has a great feel for setting up his teammates for what they're trying to get done. Plays with tremendous pace and great confidence. Typically doesn't over-dribble and is unafraid of any moment.
To the inside, here's Halliburton. Oh, the sweet touch inside by Halliburton.
Halliburton's quickness and agility really makes him hard to deal with, especially when he's in close like that.
The general passes to Grimes. They set the pick. His first shot attempt. Indiana with a rebound. Outside Nesmith. That misses. Had a chance to tie it. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's the General. Knocks down the triple. The General's got 16 points.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
And you know that's how it goes with him. I mean, his hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes. They last days.
Here's Halliburton. Joel Embiid with the board. Philadelphia leading by 5. With the drive.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied.
He's a highlight reel, always on the launch pad.
Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Off target from outside.
Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to the General. Here's Grimes. 6 to shoot. Here's the General. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. And so it's Philadelphia closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Just pounding the painted area. That's helped them build an advantage. We'll be right back.
Hey folks, welcome to the Halftime Show. A lead right now in this one, swerving off topic for a moment. I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, man, it's a hot dog. Jeez, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right.
Isn't that what it takes to make a sandwich?
Stuffed between bread?
That's not how it works. Every summer they have a hot...
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the 76ers.
When contribution...
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. He's checked in for Indiana. The 76ers making a switch here.
There, no let up.
Philadelphia leading by 5. And the Pacers started last season all offense, Grant, but even they knew that would not be sustainable.
Yeah, Coach Carlisle prodded them to at least get to average on the defensive end. And there's no question they have the tools to do it.
Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. Halliburton and Emhart, the 1 and the 2. And it's Turner in at the center position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Well, Indiana shooting around 41%. Pass to Siakam. Lets the 3 fly. Can't hit that one.
Impressive closeout on a skilled shooter. That is how you defend shots from downtown. Adds to their lead. They've been able to rely on him all night.
And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. 7-point differential.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
From downtown, Halliburton nails the 3.
At the arc, Halliburton, confident, no fear, no hesitation. He sees a good shot, he's letting it fly.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. And the General gets it to go.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Siakam left side. Turner, a screen on Maxey. Here's Halliburton. And his 5th make of the game in 12 attempts.
Remarkable judgment in the pick and roll. Halliburton reads these situations extraordinarily well.
Maxey passes to the General. Out to the right wing. 1:04 left in the third quarter. Pass to Maxey. Here's the General. He's covered by Siakam. The General. And the 3 off target. Pacers trail by 5. Halliburton left side. Can't connect from 13 feet out. For Philadelphia, they've gotten 6 of 14 shots to drop in this third quarter. Here's Yabusele. Here's the General. 23 points in the game. Banked it in off the glass. The General's got 25 points in the game.
Boy, he's playing out of his head, nailing everything. And the defense is scrambling to try to stop him right now, and so far, no go.
Halliburton surveys the floor.
76ers foul. Tyrese Maxey. First personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
And both free throws good for Halliburton.
2-part equation. You have to be aggressive enough to get to the line, then talented enough to sink them.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Sixers ahead. They lead by 5. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. 0 chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Man, I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the court for Philadelphia to start the fourth. We've got Kelly Oubre, Edwards out there with Joel Embiid. And it's the General in at the 4-man position. A nice shot by Halliburton.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
And the General gets it to go. The General's got 4 points in the quarter.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
I would imagine it's nearly impossible to not get fired up after that play.
Grant, check these guys out on the bench. Their reaction says it all. They are fired up.
And that's what those alley-oops will do for a team. Ignition, switch, ignited.
Slams it down with 2 hands.
Man, they're really getting aggressive now.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Embiid against Jackson. Pass to Halliburton. The finish inside from Halliburton.
Very good composure and control that time by Halliburton, not allowing that physical defense to affect his shot at all.
Here's the general. And just about a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good.
Deep into the game, you rely on players like him to keep delivering.
And we'll have a timeout here called by Rick Carlisle, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. Big group substitution here for Indiana. Miles Turner, he's checked in for Jackson. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Nesmith. And it's Nembhard in for McConnell. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Rick Carlisle's huddle. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first three you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
Thanks for that, Allie. Maxey on the wing. Pass to the general. George with it. Mathurin with a steal. Halliburton with the ball. Guarded now by Maxey. Outside Mathurin. And here's Turner. George defending. Turner, no good. Philadelphia leading by 7. Maxey passes to the general. Embiid, a screen on Turner. The general, no good. And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Mathurin finds Turner. Fires the three. The rebound by Embiid. Embiid's got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Here's the general. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. The Pacers have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Halliburton for 3. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. The Generals got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to George. Here's the general. Turner covers. The general. Philadelphia with another miss.
He continues to let it fly, but the makes have been few and far between.
Steps back. Got a hand on it. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by now. Fires the 3. Fires it in the triple. The Generals got 11 here in the quarter alone. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
They've been so aggressive getting out on shooters all game long. Nothing's getting past this defense, and that, to me, has been impressive.
Yeah, another thing they did well, running the floor. They've kept the pace high and pulled away with their transition offense.
1:10 left in the final quarter, and the General gets it to go.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the 76ers.
They were the more accurate club, and in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And they'll chalk this up as their 3rd win of the year.
And having this win on the books might give them a little mental advantage the next 2 times these squads meet.
The stats tell us that the winner of the first game is a big favorite to come out on top in the overall series.
And as it was happening, as it was building, you knew this was a monster game for the General.
So impressed with his performance today. He was confident, he was composed, and the defense just didn't know how to adjust. This is what winning is all about, playing your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Time called here. Indiana decides to talk it over. They're trailing by 10.
Give yourself a round of applause.
41 seconds left in the final quarter. Hits the trifecta. There's 39 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Maxey. Here's the General. Embiid, a screen on Siakam. Here's the General. That one goes. Count it. The General's got 43 points.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And he's doing things on the glass tonight that we don't often see.
Boy, he has put in some major work. He's earning his pay, for sure.
This one belongs to the 76ers. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so...
Keep it up, MP. Keep chopping. Son, you win so many games, I'm running out of things to say.
So how you feeling about your recent play?
Not gonna lie, Coach, I feel pretty good.
So do we, which is why we think you're ready to run with the starters.
Coach, you playing with me? Oh my gosh, that's great. I've been looking forward to this opportunity.
Now remember when I told you this is a big boy league, MP?
Mm-hmm.
When the coaches make a move like this, it puts us in the crosshairs. It puts Cliff in the crosshairs, too, because the buck stops with the general manager.
Well, like you said, this is a grown man's league, and if you can't handle that pressure, then you ain't gonna make it that far.
Glad we are understood.
Loud and clear, Coach.
It's time to prove you belong, MP. Good luck.
What's up, everybody? I see MP's made his way into the starting lineup. That's good for him, his team, the fans, everybody.